Hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. That's what I'm telling myself. Happy Saturday. I'm listening to Christmas music on like the most pop station ever just because I'm just trying to calm down right now. And I'm about to put on my YouTube and put my music on. But I wanted to take a survey and I wanted to get some opinions from y'all because I know I'm right in how I feel, but I just was curious what other people would do in this case. Long story short, I'm sorry, let me drop my freaking camera. Sorry, hi, better. 3 times this week, someone has parked in the red zone and like about a foot, maybe 2 feet actually, into my parking space, into my driveway, to where I can't get out of my driveway if somebody's parked next to me, okay? And there's always someone parked next to me. So the first day it happened, I called over to Whole Foods because a lot of times people will park in our neighborhood and they just don't pay attention because they're, you know, jerks and they're trying to do whatever they're trying to do. It's so irritating. But anyway, the first time it happened, I called over to Whole Foods and I asked them to announce it. I was like, can you all announce there's somebody in a red zone and halfway into my parking space, I can't get out. And they said they announced it, but nobody moved the car. They stayed overnight. Now, mind you, I didn't call the police and have them towed because I felt like, you know, it's Christmas time. I didn't have to leave. I was irritated and I left a little nasty note on their car because I was like, you know, what the hell? You're stupid. If it was anyone else, you're lucky it was me. If it was anyone else, you would have got towed, right? So that happened the first time. Second time it happened, it was another person and they parked across my parking spot again in a red zone, mind you, because there's a red zone right before where the curb is for my parking spot. This person parked there for about 45 minutes. And then they came back and I yelled at them, was like, don't park across my parking space. Today, I'd had enough because somebody did it for the 3rd time. And parking is hard in our neighborhood. That's why I'm always getting pissed off at Whole Foods for the stuff they do. But for the 3rd time, it happened again. So I called over to Whole Foods. First, I called the police. And I said, there's somebody parked across my parking space. Is there any way you can send a car out? And here's their license plate number. Can you call the person first? I don't want to really have them towed yet. Can you please try to call them and see if you can get them to move? So she tried to call. Nobody answered the phone. So she said, well, you know what? Nobody answered the phone. That's their fault. Too bad. So sad. Let's tow them. So I called over to Whole Foods and I said, hi, just wanted to let you know what's going on right now, just in case you can make an announcement. So if it's one of your people that works there, or if it's a customer that's shopping at your store, they have a chance to move their car because, you know, 'tis the season and I'm trying not to be an asshole, right? So even though they're being rude, but whatever. So the person on the phone, the first person to answer, kind of gets a little bit of an attitude, but he's still like, okay, let me see what I could do. Then the girl that works there, she was nice. She came over and she looked to see what was going on. And then she went ahead and took some pictures of the license plate. And then she went back to make an announcement. I had left and I came back, right back, because I had forgot something. So I came back to go get it. And when I got there, it was one of their employees. And so he's sprinting across the street and he sees me and I said, hey, don't park across my parking spot again. I said, you're really lucky that the police didn't get here before you moved, and you're lucky that I'm nice and called for you. He starts laughing and looks at me like, F you, Beezy. So I'm like, all right, cool. I got your number. Next one who parks across my parking space is not getting no kind of niceness, no kind of nothing. Like, it is over. It's done, right? So I just want to know, like, am I tripping? Would you guys feel the same way? Like, that's, to me, like, that's so elementary. Like, you already know, do not park in a red zone, and for Jesus' sake, do not park in across someone's driveway, because you're gonna get towed, ticketed, something's gonna happen. Person's gonna scratch your car up, they're gonna do all kinds of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I think I was being actually extra nice by even calling and trying to find out who the person was. You know what I mean? So that they didn't get towed. As a property manager, when I was a property manager, I always tried to call first. Unless it was the same person who kept doing the same thing, then by all means I would have them towed, because enough was enough, right? But I always tried to call, because a tow is like $400, right? That's a lot of money. And it's Christmas time right now. Like, I know I can't afford that anytime, but especially during the holidays, that's just awful. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I need to, you know, have my rights and be able to get out of my parking space when I need to go to work, or for any reason. If I just want to go down the street and get an ice cream, I should be able to get out of my parking space and not be blocked by some dum-dum. Now, this person who had this car, he had a scratch mark from the front of his car all the way to the end of his car. So apparently he's pissed off quite a few people. Had nothing to do with just me. He's obviously done this to a few people to piss them off. And he, like I said, was rude when he came out. So I'm just taking a poll. I want to make sure I'm not just being a jerk, because I've been a little sensitive this last week, you know, and I'm trying, like I said, I'm trying to be a bigger, better, nicer person every day. So I just want to know, am I tripping? Like, that's something we're taught, right? From like the time that we start driving, like certain things, like don't park. And that's a tough lesson too, because a lot of times people will just park like in a red zone, or they'll park, you know, somewhere where they haven't read the signage, or they'll park across a driveway or whatever, and then they get towed. And it's a lot of money. So that's a very hard lesson to learn, you know. And so I'm just want to know, am I tripping? Like, I don't think I'm tripping, but I just thought I would ask and see if maybe I'm being a little sensitive. But it's the third time this week, so it tells me that people, and it's clearly marked. When you park there, it is very clearly marked that it is a red zone, number one. But when you park there, you also know if you're almost 2 feet into someone's parking space. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's also very clear by the way that it's positioned that that person you're parking behind cannot get out of their parking space. So I guess I answered my own question. I'm not wrong, dang it. I know, Kamine, I am being too nice. Like, seriously, at this point, I'm just kind of like, I don't want to be that nice anymore, like, on those kind of things, because it is disrespectful. You know what I mean? Like, what if it was an emergency? Like, Baxter got his teeth pulled the other night, right? And he was not feeling good at all. And let me tell you now, if I had to get up out of there to get my dog to the pound because he was not, or not pound, sorry, the vet, because he was not feeling good, you better believe I would have hit that person's car and been like, damn it, you gotta move, because I got to go, right? So I don't know, I just think that's so weird. Like, it's just certain things like you just don't do. But I have friends who will do stupid stuff like that and then be like, I don't know why I got a ticket, I don't know why I got towed, I think they're just picking on me. And I'm like, no, you being stupid, you doing illegal stuff. Like, no, people are not picking on you if you're doing illegal things. Like, come on, you can't be that silly, you know, you just can't. So anyway, I just want to know if I'm tripping. Obviously, I answered my own question. I'm not. And Kamine just solidified for me, I'm not tripping. God. Anyway, I am on my way up. I'm going to be working a private event tonight. So hopefully it's going to be really fun. I started to let this kind of like get to me a little bit because I was so upset when he came across the street and he was laughing. And I was like, you little jerk. But then I started to remember what I always preach. Just let shit roll off like a, you know, duck with water on your back. Just let it roll off. Let it roll off. Because it's just really not that serious. And he is not stealing my joy, let me tell you. See, you have it happen too. I'm telling you, you have to do that. And especially like at a big apartment community, you know what I mean? Like, people should know better because they do tell us the rules. Well, at least I told my residents when they moved in, I would tell them the rules about parking and where they could and could not park so that there wasn't any, you know, issues. Because, oh my God, it's the worst when you have to tell somebody at their community because then they hate you forever. And you're like, sorry, you worked in the wrong place, right? So, anyway, but I just let it roll off. I'm happy, but I did have to come on and get my little poll because I was like, let me make sure I'm not tripping. Like, sometimes, you know, you want to know if you not, you know, if you're being a little whatever, but I don't think I was tripping this time. I think I was right. That's it. I hope you guys are having a great Saturday. Kamine, I hope you're having a great Saturday with your beautiful self. I am, like I said, going to work this private party. I'm excited. It's a really great company that we're working for tonight, and it's their holiday party. And this is a fun company. Like, they're crazy. They love to party and have a good time. So it should be really fun. I do have a purple butterfly, sparkly butterfly to put in my hair later. Purple lips. So I'm trying to be a little festive here. I was gonna wear red, but I was like, I won't wear red. It's not Christmas yet. Yeah, so that's it. You guys have a good day. I just wanted to get the general consensus. And I also, like, you know, things change with the laws, and they change with driving laws, you know, so sometimes I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. I'm like, I don't know, maybe I've got that wrong, you know, but yeah, no, I don't have that wrong. So, okay, I'm better. I just needed to whine a little bit. Wow, wow, wow. So is in my parking space. First world problems. But I don't want to park all the way down the street. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't, because my street is already super hard to park at. And you know, if I have to park down the street, you're talking about, like, and if it's raining or if it's late at night, I don't want to do that. Like, why should I have to when it's my parking space? Like, that's crazy, right? Dang it, that's crazy. Just kidding. All right, you guys have a good day. Keep smiling, keep happy. See, I let it go. I let it, like, roll off like a duck with water. Is that what that saying is? Let it roll off your back like a duck with water. I think that's what the saying is. Like a duck with water. I'm gonna turn up my Christmas music, put my Christmas music on, and keep it moving. So you guys have a good night. Well, I'm sure I'll probably show you the event in a little while, like take some video if Deanna doesn't mind. But that's it. I'll talk to you guys later. Happy Saturday! Woo! Happy Saturday! Bye.